Well, guys, I gotta call out this article about the NHS and whoever's pushing the idea that waiting lists have dropped, and so we should celebrate it. First, it's gotta be said that this drop in waiting lists is not gonna be because the NHS has suddenly stopped being a useless sack of shit, so if you was ever under that delusion, it's time to wake up and quick. No, the most likely reasons are either a lot of people have died waiting for treatment or the numbers are being fudged using queues just to get on the waiting list, so a queue to get on the queue. Then you also have people who will be going private. That might drop it a bit, but really the most important part of this article's not the headline or the bloody waiting list. Instead, for me, the bit that stands out and should be headline news is this little bit here. Experts have said they fear the backlog is causing an increase in excess deaths. There was an extra 28,000 deaths in the UK during the first 6 months of 2023 compared with the previous 5 years. Yes, according to The Lancet, there's been an extra 28,000 deaths in just 6 months this year when compared with the previous 5, which for any who have not caught on yet includes the pandemic, years of lockdown, medical coercion and all that bollocks.
There is a virus here. It kills people, and the only way we prevent it is to get vaccinated, to wear masks, to do social distancing, washing your hands all the time, and not just to think about, well, my freedom is being kind of disturbed here. No, screw your freedom.
So in 2023, after the miracle poke was dished out like a bloody smartie, we've got more excess deaths than we did during the peak of a deadly sniffle. Obviously, it must be climate change that's to blame for all this.
How dare you!
But on a more serious note, please someone make that make sense, because to me it suggests a few things could be causing this rise in death, all of which I've got to say are criminal and should see politicians and scumbags arrested for it. Obviously it won't, but that's still what I bloody think. I mean, how can more people die now than died during a deadly pandemic that they made people hide away from life for, unless of course they did something that's caused it? This should not only be headline news, but also see criminal investigations into what the hell's going on.
You old ladies couldn't catch a fucking cold if you tried.
I mean, we all suspect that various things could be to blame for a rise in excess deaths that include shutting down the NHS for 2 years. But we all know it can never be the fault of any of the jabs or anything like that, so I guess we shouldn't worry. Remember, Pfizer and Big Pharma cares about you so much they'll send themselves out of business trying to cure the world's illnesses.
Pandemic.
We're off!